them away. What a start. Koretzky going well alongside him, as is Vidari. Gaze is in close contention as well.
And Aldridge as well, Charlie Aldridge, great in these short track races, just moving up the outside in that white jersey, and he's taking the lead coming into the first section.
What an explosive start from the British national champion, Charlie Aldridge. Leads them ahead of the UCI world champion in the rainbow jersey, Sam Gaze.
And you're going to have to be super careful up here.
Look
Big
for the
wide field.
Look for the Red Bull helmet at the very back of the pack in your shot, Tom Pidcock. How long is it going to be before we see the man from Leeds at the front of this one? I can just see Lucas Schwarzbauer moving around the outside now in the purple and white jersey on the Green Canyon.
Yeah, Schwarzbauer had to start on the second row, so it's just taking that little bit longer to move past.
Tom Pidcock still right at the back of this one, but they're all together, so it's not a big trouble at the minute. Look who's at the front though, Andre Sink.
Yeah.
Rolling back the years. There is Tom Pidcock then.
And I think he knows, it's so smart. He did this last year, started at the back, rolled the first couple of laps, and just stayed out of the chaos. You know, if you either want to be in the front five or the back five, that middle bubble is where the crashes can happen, and the last thing he wants to do is have a crash. Obviously, no one wants to, but especially with the plans he's got for this year. And Schwarzbauer now hitting the front, so a lot of the times used to his style, if he make it work, is to control the race from the front. We saw him successfully doing that last year. And we see Pidcock just up the outside on this drag now. Blevins as well.
Blevins in the Stars and Stripes as the US national champion, just getting boxed out slightly by Nino Schurter there on the left-hand side of your screen. Carter Woods in the Canadian jerseys alongside him. There's Pidcock now. Pidcock moving forwards.
But this is the danger section now. Everyone just chills a little bit. It's a super slippery surface, not a lot of grip. You only need overlapping wheels.
Pidcock just moving past Sebastian Finney Carstensen.
Koretzky just on the outside, just taking a little bit of risk there, trying to move up through.
Schwarzbauer dips ahead and digs deep.
But it's going to be so difficult holding position. We see the whole field drifting across this road. It's so difficult to hold position down that road. Once they get into this section now, we saw Sam Gaze, who's normally a master of sitting there kind of fifth, sixth wheel. He's back in about 20th at the moment. Yeah, it's so easy to one lapse of concentration and you go from that 10th and before you know it you're in 20th and then you're on the back foot and you've got to fight your way through, take risk again. It's super exhausting to ride like that.
Koretzky's at the front now.
I think that's the first time we've seen the overall leader at the moment hit the front.
The winner of the last round in Arashab, Brazil, is now at the front of round 3 here in Nové Město, Namarave.
Colombo as well, second place now. That's the first time we've seen who get into the business end of this race. It's getting serious now. You see Blevins trying to move up. Pidcock on the outside.
Pidcock realising that he's going to have to move here.
Yeah, having to make some big effort. And this is what happens when you just drift that further back. Colombo's kind of almost rolling at the front, whereas you've got to get Pidcock sprinting to try and get position again. And it's just that using energy every time you have to do that.
Colombo looking round, maybe just checking in on Nino Schurter. Where's his teammate? Schwarzbauer, though, still in amongst it. Koretzky still in amongst it. Pidcock still in amongst it. Awesome. As they head towards the end of lap 5.
Yeah, Schwarzbauer looking good. Pidcock as well, good position. Haverly as well, moving through to the front now as well. And it's this section here where it all fans out. This is the opportunity for riders. We see him, Sam Gaze and Pidcock banging elbows.
Gaze is getting a wriggle on, you know. Sam Gaze, you don't have to tell him there's 3 to go. Schurter out front now. Schwarzbauer half-wheeling him.
Schwarzbauer and Schurter as well, riding really smart, just controlling this race. Always they've been in the right place at the right time.
Still anyone's race on lap 6 out of 8.
And you see again, Tom Pidcock just drifting back a bit out of position. He's going to have to make another effort again to move up on this drag.
Koretzky goes inside, that left-hander. Has to go the long way around the right that follows it. Gaze is in there alongside him. Is this the calm before the plunge? Are we about to see somebody go off here with 2 laps to go as they head on to lap 7 in Nové Město na Moravě? It's Koretzky. Victor Koretzky leads the way. Are we going to see an attack at the base of this climb, Ollie, to try and soften things up?
Yeah, so we saw Keller going on this climb on the penultimate lap. Pidcock on the axle as well. Big attack just up there.
And Andreasen moving up as well, so they're jockeying for position
they
now.
Know this is a key point now. We see Pidcock, it's the first time he's hit the front all race.
Double.
This is going to be electrifying up this one. I don't know if he'll be the race wing in attack, but I think we're going to see a split up here this time.
We're about to see Tom Pidcock trade blows with Nino Schurter, Sam Gies, Lucas Schwarzbauer. Koretzky's there as well. Koretzky overtakes Schurter now to lead him on the bottom of this climb. There's Gies.
It's interesting to see that penultimate lap now. We've got what I would call the big guns or the big favourites have managed to all find themselves to the front. Federico hasn't made that split. You see him on that outside just trying to move up. Andreasen as well.
Schurter in the middle of your screen in the white helmet and the white and black jersey. One of only 3 people to be triple winners here in Nové Město na Moravě alongside Pidcock and Annika Langvad.
Nobody's got the confidence like Keller to go long. They're going to leave it all to this last lap. And it's going to be so tense now. Coming down here, this long finish straight, the fight for positioning going into that turn after the start-finish is going to be intense. Here we go. It's going to be a big fight.
This is it then, big fight live as they get ready to cross the line. They're 4 abreast, 5 abreast on the straight. Schwarzbauer digs. Schurter has got Tom Pidcock alongside him into this right-hander. Tom Pidcock takes the lead at the start of the final lap here at the 3rd round of the UCI cross-country short track World Cup.
So the fight for that corner was almost like a mini finish.
Tom Pidcock stands on the pedals. 1 short track victory here for Tom Pidcock.
And it's Litcher going with him on the outside. Litcher as well knows what's going to happen now. There's going to be the big watt bombs getting dropped on this next climb. Levin's a bit far back. Gaze way too far back for his liking.
Yep, Gaze needs to get a wriggle on. It looks like that start-finish straight pace is just... Koretzky making hard work a lap. Left-hander, but it's Pidcock at the front with Litcher now behind him. Litcher showing his face for the first time at the front of the race. Schurter's behind him.
This is going to go now. It's who's going to be able to follow Pidcock up this big climb. This is going to be a 100% effort. Here we go.
Can anyone live with Tom Pidcock up this climb? Thomas Litcher looks like he's got some answers here, you know.
Schurter can't follow. But Litcher.
Thomas Litcher goes past Tom Pidcock. Koretzky moving past Tom Pidcock now. Blevins is next up. Blevins gets by the British rider, just takes the front end of the bike straight off. Welcome back to mountain biking.
We see Schwarzbauer try to follow. Colombo just up the outside happily.
It's Koretzky and Blevins lining up behind Thomas Litcher. We saw them go toe-to-toe with Arashah. The Specialized rider's about to do the same again. Koretzky looks over at his teammate. Koretzky, the overall points leader in the red and white jersey behind Thomas Litcher. Can Thomas Litcher hold on and get this done? Koretzky starts to sprint. Blevins tucks in behind him. Litcher, there's too many to look at. Koretzky looks over. It's going to be Victor Koretzky and Christopher Blevins yet again, just as it was in Arashah.
And Schwarzbauer 4, Colombo 5, happily 5th, Pidcock 6, Schurter number 8.
And here's how he did it. Looking almost exclusively to his right-hand side at his teammate Christopher Blevins for the entirety of that sprint. This man's Victor Koretzky really establishing himself as France's #1.